What up? Welcome to the pilot episode of Trucking Off. Today, we have some stuff going on that involves trucks. We are going to be working on my 68 Chevy, Big Sleazy. We got a couple things to tighten up on it. So here we go. First thing we need to do today is we need to finish tightening up this dash pad. It looks really good. I got the passenger side tightened down. The driver's side is still a little loose though. So we got to pull that gauge cluster, do a bunch of crap, get some hardware behind there, etc. So, let's start working on pulling this dash. So I think I have everything to pull this dash. I already have the knobs removed, the knobs. I'm hoping to be able to move this back just enough to get my arm in behind it, get the hardware on that dash pad, and hopefully not have to drop the steering column. So here we go. The knobs are pretty straightforward. They're just a kind of a twist off situation here. And see how it goes. So that took entirely too long. I didn't have to drop the column like I thought I was going to have to, but there was a lot of little stuff that got in the way back there, mostly electrical. So now that that's done, we need to do an inspection on the drive shaft. Not saying that there's anything wrong with it. This is a pretty fresh build, so I want to check to make sure everything's good underneath there. There's nothing worse than throwing a drive shaft or throwing a drive shaft in front of all your car and truck buddies where they will remember it forever and never let you live it down, and well, it's just a bad scene. So we're going to check on that. We also have to do some welding on some of the exhausts that we put in. We missed a spot. It's downstream of the O2 sensor, so it shouldn't be a factor in the thing running, but we definitely need to seal that up just because exhaust leaks are terrible. And while we're under there, we're just going to give everything a good inspection and make sure everything's good to go for this next weekend. And here we go. All right, here we are. My office. This is where all the great work gets done. As you can see, we're all jacked up. Check out these U-joints. Make sure everything's golden. Yes. Everything seems to be fine. So these have an interior clip on them. I don't know if any of you have seen the old GM. They used to run like some kind of piece of plastic in there, and to modify it, you had to like burn out a plastic clip and squeeze it all out, and then you could get the ends off, and it was a real pain in the ass. Anyway, these have been modified to take the interior clip, as you can see right. Yeah. Anyway, these look good. Doesn't seem to be any excessive movement. Everything under here seems to be pretty sterile and in its place. Excuse the cheap exhaust system I have on this thing. And we're moving on. I'm going to show you guys where the problem is with our welding. Other than I can't see most of the time. It's this little spot. Right here. Somewhere. Hold on, I'll find it. Maybe it's further back. Further forward. I know there was a spot. That's got to be it right there. Yes. So nothing much. We're just going to touch that with a welder just to close off any gaps, things of that nature. So let me get that set up and see if I can find a good place to video this from. We will be grinding that one. All right, that weld was hideous. We have a couple more things we're gonna do today and maybe try to get this thing out for a run. We're gonna fire it up, check that trans, and then we're gonna possibly take it for a ride if the driveway's clear. See how that goes. Anyway, here we go. took that thing for a test drive. It's popping a little bit. I'm suspecting that it's because I'm either not up to temperature in this thing yet, or maybe that exhaust leak had a little more something to do with it than I thought. Anyway, it'll probably come down to EFI learning, something of that nature. So in the meantime, that's going to conclude this episode. Got a lot of editing and crap to do on this channel. In next episodes, we are going to meet some of my ridiculous friends that are always trucking off and be doing a lot more enthusiastic stuff. I know this one was kind of dull, but like I said, this is the pilot, and I hope you enjoy.